because we just weren't going to get them all in.
Blech. First off, those guys did themselves a disservice. How are you gonna sit there as a fucking man and say, all right, I'm number 65? How much that's like a literal cesspool. Like, that is just so much bodily fluids. I mean, it's making my stomach turn just the thought of it. I mean, honestly, I couldn't even be number 2. To be honest, I'm not. My salami's gonna be the only one on the bread. I don't care. I ain't gonna be. Hell no. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Now, what the video was originally gonna be was Lilly Phillips crying after she took on 100 dudes in a 24-hour span, I believe it was, and how she cried and all this other stuff. And looking for that video, I come across this, where she's ready to 10x that John. She's doubling down. She doesn't want to feel shame for her terrible life choices, and she knows how bad it looked. She looks like she's full of regret, which she is, but she doesn't want to show that publicly. She doesn't want to come to the realization that all her life choices are to her own detriment. So she's ready to double and triple down. I haven't seen this clip yet, so this is going to be a live reaction. Gonna do it live, all right? So let's see what this young lady has to say.
So to kind of set the scene, I'd finished a 14-hour slog of a very hard and stressful.
A 14-hour slog by a slag. Absolutely disgusting.
Day. It was then extremely overwhelming because as soon as I finished, I didn't really think I even got time to shower or eat or anything. There was a camera crew there filming me and kind of, you know, prodding me with questions about the day and everything like that, and it was very overwhelming.
Look. That's complete bullshit. You think you go to Kobe Bryant after he won a NBA championship and they're poking and prodding him about it? You think he's crying tears of agony? You think he's feeling terrible because of, oh, you're prodding me right now, I just won the NBA championship with the MVP? No! You're crying because you feel like shit. Because you should.
And obviously, like I talked about in the doc, it was also coming from a place of like, I felt like I did a disservice to some of the guys, in the fact that, you know, we promised a service of 5 minutes and some of them I had to cut short because we just weren't going to get them all in.
Blech. First off, those guys did themselves a disservice. How are you going to sit there as a fucking man and say, all right, I'm number 65? How much that's like a literal cesspool. Like, that is just so much bodily fluids. I mean, it's making my stomach turn just the thought of it. I mean, honestly, I couldn't even be number 2. To be honest, I'm not. My salami's gonna be the only one on the bread. I don't care. I ain't gonna be. Hell no. Hell no. So all these dudes, y'all got some serious soul searching to do, because that's disgusting, bro.
To be honest. So yeah, that was kind of where it came from, and obviously it was just very intense. Like, it's a very stressful day, and then there's a camera crew all of a sudden appear.
No, you had a lot of men inside you, and you realized what was going on. You felt terrible. You felt full of regret, and you just weren't ready to answer those questions yet. You needed to compose yourself and put on the front like you were proud of this. Like, what is there to be proud about? That's like celebrating that you made a sandwich. You know, not even. I mean, it's crazy.
And asking me questions for an hour about how everything went and just, you know, kept kind of prodding me. So the whole reason why we actually did the one.
So question prodding make you cry, but getting penetrated, prodded by penises, that doesn't make you cry. Okay.
100 was like a dry run for the 1,000. That was kind of the idea, because I have a love for like gangbangs, group scenes, things like that. And you know, after about 6-7 months of shooting porn, I was a bit like, it's all samey, you know, it's not very unique.
Imagine being that desensitized to where 100 men is in preparation. That's a dry run. You would think that would be like the ultimate culmination of your career. She's like, nah, there's just a little snippet, a little taste of what I'm getting ready to do. Like, this is crazy. This is where we have gotten to in society, man. This shit needs to end. Like, for real. We've gone too far over the edge.
Or anything like that. And I wanted to do something exciting for me, because, you know, this is what I love at the end of the day.
Yeah, bullshit.
Like, I want to challenge myself a little bit. And I came up with the idea of maybe breaking the world record. I thought, you know, it hasn't been broken in 20 years. That would be kind of iconic.
No, it wouldn't be. It would be disgusting, humiliating, and a dubious record at the very least. It's not something you love. It's something that you do and you've accustomed yourself to doing. You've desensitized yourself to it. But it's not something that you love, because you wouldn't have cried when someone asked you about it.
And so my team was like, whoa, slow down. You know, you got to walk before you can run, kind of thing.
Ugh.
And so that's when they decided, why not we do the 100? Like, so, see how you go on the 100, see how you feel, and then we'll talk about the 1,000 kind of thing.
Bro.
And so
the people in her life have failed her big time, man. This is like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this, about just letting that many people inside you, and it's crazy. Like, mentally, that has to be taxing, not only physically, unless she's dealing with a bunch of like micro penises or something. But like, what is going on through your head? Is it like an assembly line? Do you just like bing, bing, bing? All right, now you're the next. All right. Like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy.
I did that 2 months back, and then kind of more or less straight after I kind of started promoting, then I was going to do the 1,000, because it did go really well. And what was great was,
really,
you know,
well,
we can learn from the mistakes I made that day and change that for the 1,000, you know, to make it so much more streamlined. And yeah, so that's kind of why what's going on here. On the day, obviously, we said to the guys they're getting 5 minutes each, and that meant one-to-one time. It was quite intimate, really. You know, me and them just in a bedroom, and you know, when they came in, they had shoes, socks, trousers, belts to take off. I got on the bed. You know, also I didn't want them to be nervous,
this is
so
crazy.
I wanted to, you know, just chat to them a little bit before. You know, how are you? Where are you from? You know. And
them dudes is horny. They knew what they was getting themselves into. They're not you, where you need to be warmed up and all this other stuff. And they some of them might be nervous, but they ready to get it on. That's why they there. They're not there to read Dr. Seuss and have conversations with you, lady. They're not there for that. They've probably been paying your OnlyFans for who knows how many months, and they've been dreaming about this shit.
How's your day going? Lay on
How's
that.
your day going? Them niggas don't care.
And so that kind of took up quite a lot of time. You wouldn't think it all really adds up when you're doing this with 100 people. And so then when they got to doing their 5 minutes, and they got their 5 minutes, and then they got dressed after, and that took so much time.
Did they like finish, like, or did they just get to hump you? I mean, if you're sitting there at one, like the clock starts, you take off your clothes. Let's say that takes, if you're quick, 40 seconds, 45 seconds. Take off your belt, your shoes, your socks, you put them in the corner. Now this bitch is blabbing or whatever, talking about how's your day doing, love? Did you eat your fish and chips or whatever? You know, did that for like, let's say a good minute or two. Now, I don't know if the dude is ready or not, but say she had to get him ready and say that takes another minute or two. What did he do? Give you 3 pumps and have to let go? I mean, imagine that. Imagine you wait 70 dudes and you got a 30-second... Yo, the dudes are the real guilty ones. They're the worst out of this. Because what did they really get out of it? Besides, I mean, I don't know, man. It ain't worth it to me. Like, 3.5 minutes ain't enough for me to enjoy it, dog. I'm sorry.
And, you know, that's something we've definitely changed. Everyone's got to be undressed from bottom half down, ready to go. This time we're also going to have, like, fluffers, like girls who are there just predominantly for oral to get the guys ready and hot.
So they weren't ready. So you had these dudes limp dick, nervous, fully clothed, and you told them in 5 minutes? To be honest though, the type of guys that probably would line up for this kind of shit only need about 3 pumps anyway, then they blowing they load. They've been dreaming about you every night for the last 5 years, like, oh my god, Lilly Phillips, I finally get to touch her. They probably just go like this and fucking bust a nut.
Hard for me. So that will save so much time as well.
Yo, this is crazy.
What else?
Gotta get the logistics down on my 100-man, my million-man march right here. This is insane, man.
I'm trying to think now. I think as well, it's not going to be, I found it really hard, the conversing. You know, these guys have supported me for a while. They've, you know, talked to me on the internet, they've seen me, and I want to give.
They've been giving you money. Stop with they've been talking to me. They've been chatting me up, love. No, they've been giving you money. And your content has probably gotten stale. Because unfortunately, as humans, we have the brains of fish. Especially in recent years, with the like the short form content, everything's got to be quick and to the point. They're probably tired of your shit. They probably got a new hotter girl on the horizon that they've been giving their money to. So you needed to up your game. And unfortunately, you are stuck in this hamster wheel if you want to continue to make the money that you make. Because your shelf life is very short. First, you start off. I'm gonna just show some feet pics. Them niggas gonna get tired of the feet pics. Then he gonna start to show a little nipple, a little boob. Them niggas gonna be like, I've seen your boob 20 times. I don't wanna pay for this anymore. I've seen it. I've got my first hardcore shot, guys. Now they seen you get smashed. It's a new horizon. They're paying money. Then they get tired of that shit. I'm gonna have my first BBC, guys. My first interracial scene. Now they're back in droves. Oh wow, she's gonna get a new kind of. Now that gets old, and it's a constant progression where you have to go further and further. It's like the prank channels. Before it was like gold digger prank. Oh, you don't like me? Oh, I'm gonna walk into my Lamborghini. Oh, you want me now? That doesn't work, gold digger. And went from that easy shit to now people doing the craziest stunts to try and get the same attention that those things got years ago. And that's what they have to do. They have to start off with some soft stuff. You're the new girl, so you can get away with it. Then it gets boring. You have to keep progressing and doing more and more, you know, extreme shit to keep that attention, that lens on you, to keep feeding your lifestyle. Unfortunately. So now you're here getting ready to bang 1,000 dudes in a day. Not because of gratitude, it's because you're on your last legs as an entertainer.
Number 1 and number 100, the same energy. And so it's hard to stay really high energy throughout 14 hours of a really long, stressful day.
Gross.
We also had slight issues with, are we even going to make it to 100? Because people were, you know, maybe getting cold feet and dropping out. Which is fine, but obviously next time we're going to book in a lot more guys to make sure that if we have them drop out, it's not.
Oh damn! But what if say you book for the 1,000? Say you book 1,100. but only 50 drop out. 50 dudes came over there horny as hell and ain't gonna get none? Come on, man. I'm suing. If I was that down on my luck and that desperate and I said, all right, I'm gonna go over there and be number 975. I'm suing. If I'm like, whatever, if I'm like number 1150, you told me to come up here because I'm gonna get some buns? Nah, dog, hell no. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below about this young lady. Do you feel like she is setting herself up for extreme depression and possible self-deletion in the future? Because I think that's where this is gonna be headed. I don't see her being a happy 45-year-old. I don't. If she makes it that far. I hope she does, and I hope she comes out of this and, you know, develops a healthier, you know, lifestyle and has some self-worth. It's gonna be tough now because she's gonna be on the internet forever with doing all this fuck shit, but it is what it is. But let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. I'm out.